I found it inside an old notebook while packing away things I couldn't bring myself to throw out. At first, it looked like an ordinary checklist, but when I read the title, my heart stopped. It said, "Things I Need to Accept." I never imagined a few handwritten words could completely change the way I remembered our relationship. I wasn't expecting answers that day, yet somehow they had been waiting for me between pages I had ignored for months. The first item wasn't about leaving me. It simply said, "Accept that I can't make someone notice what they refuse to see." I stared at those words for what felt like forever. They weren't angry or dramatic. They were painfully honest. In that moment, I realized you hadn't been waiting for perfection. You had only been waiting for me to notice what was already happening inside your heart. The second line read, "Stop believing tomorrow will be different if today never changes." That sentence hit harder than anything else because tomorrow had always been my favorite excuse. Every difficult conversation ended with promises about the future, while my actions remained exactly the same. You eventually stopped believing my words because I kept giving you reasons to doubt them. As I continued reading, the list became less about disappointment and more about acceptance. You weren't writing reasons to hate me. You were teaching yourself how to survive without expecting me to become someone I wasn't ready to be. That realization broke something inside me because I finally understood how long you had been grieving our relationship before it actually ended. One sentence was circled several times. It simply said, "Love shouldn't feel this lonely." I remembered every evening we spent in the same room while feeling miles apart. I thought silence meant peace. I never understood it could also mean someone had become too tired to keep asking for the attention they deserved. Then I reached the final item on the page. It read, "Choose yourself, even if it breaks your heart." I closed the notebook because tears made the words impossible to see. You hadn't chosen someone else. You had finally chosen your own peace after spending so long choosing me instead. I couldn't stop wondering how many nights you spent writing that list. Each sentence carried the weight of emotions that had probably been growing for months. While I believed we still had endless time, you were quietly teaching yourself how to let go of someone you never wanted to lose. Looking back now, I realize the list wasn't your goodbye. It was your survival plan. You needed something to remind yourself that love should never require abandoning your own happiness. I wish I had understood that while your heart was still asking me to fight beside you instead of forcing you to fight alone. Every relationship leaves behind memories. Ours left behind lessons written in your handwriting. Those pages taught me more about love than any conversation we ever had because they were completely honest. There was no fear, no pretending, and no hope left to protect. If I had found that notebook while we were still together, maybe everything would have changed. Maybe I would have realized that the strongest relationships aren't built by promises alone. They're built by making someone feel chosen every ordinary day, especially when life becomes difficult. If these words ever find you, I hope you know your list didn't make me love you more. It made me finally understand how deeply you had loved me all along. I'm sorry your notebook became the place where your heart finally felt understood instead of my arms. Today that page remains folded inside my wallet, not because I enjoy remembering my mistakes, but because it reminds me never to become emotionally absent in someone's life again. It reminds me that people rarely leave suddenly. They slowly learn to live without the love they once begged to keep alive. So this is my confession. I thought I found an ordinary list. Instead, I found the quiet journey of a heart teaching itself how to let me go. Every sentence reminded me that you didn't stop loving me. You simply stopped believing love should continue hurting you. That's a lesson I'll carry for the rest of my life.